All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Luxvoni.com. My name is Dakota Burford, and the reason I'm recording this video for you today is that I know when you're looking around social media and Google, you're looking for information on sales funnels, you're looking for done-for-you sales funnel agencies, and you end up landing on a web page just like this one. You typically have a few questions. Questions like, one, who is this company and what do they actually do? Questions like, two, can what they do actually benefit me? And questions like, three, can they actually deliver? Are they credible? And do they have a track record that can get my attention? Now, the first purpose of today's video is to answer those questions very succinctly. And the second purpose of today's video is to actually deliver some real value to you. So whether or not you decide to work with us or not, at least we delivered enough value to you that puts you in a place better than we found you. And in order to do that, in today's video, we're going to be taking you through the exact 6-step methodology and process that we have used in the last 12 months to build, launch, and scale over 26 seven-figure sales funnels. And our promise to you is that if you actually take the time to watch this video, you grab a notebook and a pen, you sit down and you focus, and you deploy the strategies that we're teaching you today, your chance of building a successful sales funnel is going to go from about 15% all the way up to about 95%. We're going to literally hold nothing back here and give this all to you for free. Now, first of all, our company, Luxvoni Marketing Solutions, we're a full stack marketing agency that specializes in building, launching, and scaling 2 Comma Club sales funnels for product and service-based businesses. Now, the big reason that most people reach out to us is that we are the sales funnel team behind some of the most successful companies and celebrity brands on the planet. But what most people don't know is we don't just build funnels. We also launch those funnels, we run paid traffic to those funnels, we optimize those funnels, and we really focus on long-term partnerships with our clients to where if they succeed, we succeed, and we don't really focus on transactional relationships at all. And to be quite frank with you, we're really good at getting insane results. In the last 12 months alone, we helped Ty Lopez raise over $200 million through a single cap raise sales funnel and a couple of paid traffic sources. Our team also helped take an e-commerce brand by the name of Safe Life Defense from $9 million in annual revenue to $52 million in annual revenue in only 12 months. And we did all of this through a variety of e-commerce sales funnels, paid traffic, and CRO. Our team has also helped take MentorBox from an idea with zero revenue to a $3 million a month membership site, which equivalates to about $36 million a year through one single sales funnel and 2 paid traffic sources. And our team has also helped take Jordan Belfort from an idea and really craft his offer, really help him build his business marketing and his marketing strategy, which has enabled him to create an 8-figure business a year for his speaking, consulting, and training practice. And as you can see above this video, there are hundreds of big names that we currently represent, some of which are household names. But if you go below this video, you're also going to see we have dozens, if not hundreds, of case studies, testimonials, and references, many of which are some of the top brands and names in their particular industry. Now, the reason that we've been able to obtain these ridiculous results for our private clients consistently year after year is because we have a systematic process, a systematic methodology for building, launching, and scaling 7-figure and 8-figure sales funnels. And not only has this process allowed us to build 26 7-figure funnels in the last 12 months alone, and also 8 9-figure sales funnels, but it's allowed us to build $1 million a month business through the same strategies that we're teaching you today. And these 6 strategies that we're going to be sharing with you today, they're not just working for us. We're not the only ones that use them. They're currently being deployed by Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Gym Launch Secrets, Dollar Beard Club, Caitlin Powell over at LadyBoss.com, Fit Body Bootcamp, ClickFunnels, Organifi, Brendan Brashad, Kent Clother, and the list goes on and on and on. So now I want to switch over to some slides here. I want to really jump into teacher mode, give you guys some real content and some real value. So let's go ahead and dive into this. Today we're going to be walking you through the 6-step sales funnel formula that we use to build, launch, and scale sales funnels that consistently generates 7 to 8 figures, and how you can too. And in order to do that, we're going to start with the foundation, which is step number 1. This number 1 step that you have to do and you have to understand is your entire business is based off your sales funnel and traffic strategy. This is the foundation of the entire thing. So this is a very important aspect, and if you screw this aspect up, if you don't seek experts that have real data and experience, your chance of building a successful funnel is very, very low. So you're going to want to take notes here. Now, over the last 10 years, competition has gotten stronger. Ad cost online, they've gone through the roof, and the same websites that used to make you and I money back in 2008 are now losing us money month after month. And unfortunately for me and you, the days of throwing up a cheap website and generating sales and leads organically, they're quite frankly over. And it's a hard truth, but it is the truth. In today's world, websites, they're dead. That's the bad news. But the good news is, just like Uber replaced taxis when they died, the traditional website, it's been replaced by what we call the sales funnel. Now, there are dozens of sales funnels that you can use depending on which type of business you actually own. There's funnels for product-based businesses, there's funnels for service-based businesses, and this means whether you're selling supplements, plastic surgery, real estate, automotive, software, coaching courses, consulting, credit repair, insurance, high-ticket services, or whatever it may be, there is already a proven, tested, and data-backed sales funnel and traffic strategy that's already generated 7 to 8 figures in your particular industry. But the real problem with this is most people, for some odd reason, think that they can assume or guess their way into a profitable sales funnel strategy. And then they put that strategy down, they go try to deploy it, and when the damn strategy completely falls apart, they wonder what happened. Here's the truth. There are hundreds of variables that make sales funnels and traffic successful. And you can't build the biggest building in your city on a broken foundation. And you're not going to be able to build a successful business on a foundation that's based off subjective assumptions or opinions. This is why here at Luxvoni, we recommend that you leave your traffic and funnel strategy up to the experts. Some funnels and offers don't work in different industries. You need to find somebody who is qualified, who has the data, who has the experience of running these successful campaigns at scale and building super successful sales funnels. And if they can't provide you with the swipe files, every page of the funnel, if they can't show you that they actually have all those assets, chances are they probably haven't worked with the people that they've worked with. So if you don't feel like going and searching through and trying to qualify all these other marketing agencies to build a sales funnel strategy for you, we're happy to do it for you. It's completely free. Schedule a call with us below. We'll jump on a call with you. It'll be a Zoom call. We'll meet face to face. We'll get an idea of your business, your offer, your goals, and your ambitions. And then we'll take you through what's working in your industry now. And then we'll literally craft a sales funnel and traffic strategy on that call for you for free with no strings attached. And whether you want us to deploy it or not, that's completely cool. At least you'll have the foundation and you have something that's based off real data. Now, the second step to building this, after you have the strategy, you've got to kind of build it. You've got to deploy it. And the problem here is majority of people think that ClickFunnels is good enough to build it, or Kajabi, or whatever platform they're using to attempt to build a funnel. But the real fact here is you need professional copywriting, you need Photoshop design, and you need a real developer who understands how to build successful sales funnels so they load fast, they're optimized for CRO, and everything in between. Now, at this point, you have your strategy, right? Now you got to go build it. Now, majority of people, you're not too naive enough to think that you're going to build a 7 or an 8-figure sales funnel on your own, your first try. But majority of us say, hey, we might as well start somewhere. So you end up signing up for ClickFunnels at $297 a month. You go online, you go to their marketplace, you buy a couple of cheap $300 funnel templates, and then you attempt to mold them into your own. But here's the real fact. You know you're not a copywriter. You know you don't know anything about Photoshop design. And then you know you're not a developer who specializes in HTML and CSS. As a result, All the key elements that make a sales funnel successful is based off pure assumption and theory because you have zero experience in building sales funnels, which is completely okay. So now what happens is you go launch your funnel, and guess what happens? Nothing. You've now forked all this money out. You've spent months trying to build this thing. You've spent tons of money on ads, and now you're worse off than you were before. And then this process repeats itself over and over and over until you finally decide to look for help. And we've been there. This is what inspired us to build Luxvoni back in 2015. And over the last 7 years of building, launching, and scaling sales funnels, this is what we've learned. Copywriters are not Photoshop experts. And Photoshop experts are not developers. They're all separate people with separate talents. So for example, back in 2015, it would typically take us 45 business days to deliver a subpar funnel with one person dedicated to the project. Well, it now takes us 7 to 14 business days to deliver a sales funnel, a CRM, marketing automation, and everything in between, because now we have single domains of people who have experts in single domains working together on projects, doing what they do best, and they're not spreading themselves thin, which is why our funnels do so freaking well. Now, if you're anything like me and you're watching this video, you're probably sitting there thinking to yourself, some of you at least, hey, I'll just go hire all those people. I'm going to go hire a developer, hire a copywriter, and hire a Photoshop designer so I can pump out really aesthetic funnels that really, really convert. And this is exactly what I did. I hired 6 copywriters, which cost me $7K a month per copywriter. I hired 5 developers, which cost me $8K a month per developer. And I hired 8 Photoshop web designers that can also do Figma that cost me $6,000 a month. So yes, it legit cost me $130,000 a month in payroll just to have this team. And if I only had one of each, which is what you would really need to crank these things out, split test, do a lot of data, and really set yourself up for success, I mean, that's the industry standard for these guys. It would cost you $21K a month for just a team of 3 people if you did it on your own. Now, you guys can go out and attempt to build a high-performance sales funnel team on your own, which, by the way, has costed me 7 years of my life and millions of dollars. Or you can just partner with someone like us who's already built the team, and you can partner with us for like next to nothing. But no matter how you slice it, if you want to get to 7 or 8 figures, you're gonna need a professional copywriter. You're gonna need a professional designer, and you're gonna need a developer. You cannot be the CEO of your business while you're attempting to try to learn how to write copy, try to learn how to design high-end Photoshop images, and then figure out how to take those high-end Photoshop images and blend them in and dev them into ClickFunnels Go High Level or something else by using CSS and HTML. It's not a good use of your time. So if you want us to provide you with the strategy and actually give you what it would cost to dev a funnel for your entire business, and you want to leave this up to the experts, you're welcome to. Schedule a call with us below. We'll give you the strategy. We'll give you a quote on the development. And I can promise you this, we're the cheapest, fastest, and the most affordable in the industry, which is what's led to our track record. Now, let's jump into the third step here. And I see this often missed. When people think that they're building a sales funnel, they think just because they have their landing pages set up that that is a sales funnel. And that is far from the case. You have to have, if you want to make a sales funnel successful, it's not just about the front end. It's about the back end. It's about the automation. It's about the CRO, the reporting, the offline conversions. It's about all that. So the third step to building a 7 or 8 figure sales funnel is once you get the front end done, now you got to get the back end done. You have to have a fully functional CRM and tech stack. Now, at this point, you've got your strategy, right? Your funnel's designed, it's developed, it's hosted. You've got a killer, stellar front end system, but now you're missing the back end system. And this back end system is referred to as a CRM, which stands for a customer relationship management software. And what this tool enables you to do is to collect, organize, and manage all of your customers' related information so you can track what's really going on with the performance of your sales funnel based off data and real-time feedback, not assumptions or theory. But the real problem here is there is hundreds of CRM software platforms that exist. And even though they are advertised as user-friendly, majority of them literally require a full-time tech team to get the most out of them. Here at Luxvoni, we're a marketing agency. We've been in business for 7 years. And in those last 7 years, we've switched CRMs 5 times. We started with Salesforce, complete nightmare. We then switched to Infusionsoft, which I now call Confusionsoft. A couple years later, we moved to Entreport, which was a nightmare. And then we moved to HubSpot, which was better, but still a nightmare. And the reason that we kept moving these CRMs all the time is once we got into their contracts, once we committed, all the customized stuff that we needed our CRM to do, it all required a full-time tech team or a whole group of consultants that charge you $500 an hour to get something done. Like, all I personally wanted was a platform to fit our business's needs. We didn't want every modification to take weeks, if not months. We wanted them to be done in-house quick and have things done in a quick manner. So what really killed us is, our whole goal was just to have a platform that allowed us to keep track of the business. We wanted to keep track of sales, customer service, and marketing. We wanted everything centralized in one platform. We didn't want to connect ClickFunnels and this and have 15 things zapped up together. Things are breaking, it's falling apart, there's no user interface, no data in one place, and it was a complete nightmare. And after going through this process 4 or 5 times, we finally just gave up on it. And we were like, we're going to do 2 things. We're either going to build our own CRM in-house and figure it out and spend whatever we need to spend it, or we're going to find somebody that we can partner with who has a CRM that's customizable, that's affordable, and is easy to use. And that's exactly what we did. 2 years later, we kind of worked out all the kinks with this partner, ran a lot of beta tests, built and dev'd this entire process. And now, not only do we use it, but we also offer it to all of our clients. And every single sales funnel that we do, we provide our clients with a full tech stack and CRM that's customized to their business. And we set the whole thing up so they don't even have to work on it or think about it. So all of our funnels come with that. And why we do this, and why I don't understand how other marketing agencies are even in business, but you can't run paid traffic without a CRM. It's impossible. So that's why I don't understand people they'll sell cheap funnels for like $2 or $3 grand, and it doesn't have any of this done. And I'm like, okay, well, once you deliver their funnel, what are they supposed to do? They still have 5 more steps. They're not even close to being ready. So we offer this to our clients because it's impossible to run a funnel without a CRM that tracks offline conversions and reports the data back to the advertising platforms, so the advertising platforms can actually optimize for what is working and what's not working. So if you're on today's video and you're really serious about scaling a funnel, just know, just because you have the front end done, your chance of succeeding is still only like 25%. Even if your copywriting and everything is built by a professional, it's very low. The only way that you can get to 7 or 8 figures is you've got to have a fully functional CRM. It's impossible not to. Everything's got to report correctly. All the data has to be there. So the third step of this process: first, strategy; second, copywriting, design and development; third, a fully functional and customized CRM and tech stack for your business. Now let's move to step number 4. Step number 4 is a very critical component, and it's marketing automation contingency plans. Now at this point, you have your strategy, you have your sales funnel hosted, your CRM is set up, it's dialed in, it's perfected. Now you've got to leverage the power of marketing automation contingency plans. And marketing automation contingency plans, what these bad boys are going to allow you to do is they're going to allow you to automate your emails, automate your text messages, automate your prospect segmentation, retargeting, and they're even going to let you trigger events based on your actual specific user's behavior that are inside of your funnel. Now, marketing automation contingency plans will also eliminate redundant tasks that are normally performed by humans. Unfortunately, at scale, humans aren't instant. They're not automated. So by deploying marketing automation contingency plans correctly, you can create a machine that allows you to follow up with your ideal prospects without excuses. It's not going to ask you for a draw. It's not going to ask you for a raise. It's going to do its job 24/7, 365, 7 days a week with zero exceptions. And on the right of my screen here, you can kind of see what this looks like. This is a contingency plan for someone who books an appointment with us at Luxvoni, and here's the whole process of how that goes. Now, let me walk you through why this is so important. Every sales funnel, every website, every Shopify store, I don't care what you sell, they all have natural leaks. And what I mean by these natural leaks is there's always an exit path for a customer to leave the funnel and drip off. So just think about a bucket with holes in it. You can keep pouring water in it, but the bucket's going to continue to leak. And that's the same thing with funnels and websites. We have to fix those. So here's an example of a basic phone call funnel. You're running Facebook ads on the front. You're pushing people to a landing page where they opt in. They opt in, they go to a webinar. On that value video or webinar, they watch it, and then there's an application below it. They fill out the application, they schedule a call, they show up for the call, and then they become a customer. Now let's go through this process together. From Facebook ads to landing page, big leak. How many people click on the ad, hit the landing page, and never do nothing? That's an exit path. The next exit path, from landing page to the value video. So whether they enter their name and their email and make it to the value video, that's an exit path. From value video to the application and the calendar, that's an exit path. From the application and the calendar to actually showing up for the phone call, that's an exit path. And then from closing, signing a contract, and becoming a paying customer, there's an exit path there. So marketing contingency plans are going to combat all these paths and all of these leaks through automation, right? So let me walk you through what this looks like. So from Facebook ads to landing page, what do we do there? Well, for example, it's ad roll. We have no information. We can't leverage much, but we can retarget them with ad roll. So for example, let's say somebody clicks on your ad, they land on your funnel or your landing page, they hit it, but they don't enter their name and email address through the opt-in. Well, you have no information, so what do you have to do? Well, you need to fire a pixel, you need to fire a custom audience, and you need to retarget that people with different funnels because your first funnel failed to convert them, so now you need to offer them something different. That's the first step. The second contingency plan is, let's say they opted in, but they didn't schedule a call. They didn't fill out the application, which means they came from Facebook or Google or search or YouTube. They hit the landing page. They entered their name and their email. They hit the webinar or the value video, but they didn't actually fill out the application or schedule a call. So what do you do here? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you have their information. So you need to retarget them with email automation and text message automation if you have that stuff on file to get them to prompt the application and schedule the call. And then you can also retarget them with ad roll. The third thing here, let's say they fill out your application. They go through your whole funnel. They hit from your traffic source. They opt in, they watch your video, and they schedule a call with you. What do you do here? Well, you need email automation to remind them about the call. So as soon as they fill out the app and schedule the call, you need automation to create an event, provide the event in the prospect's calendar with an invite, instantly send them a confirmation email. You need to send an hour, 24 hours before the call. You need to send an email reminder 1 hour before the call and a text message reminder. All this can be automated. You don't have to do any of this manually. And then if we look at marketing contingency plan number 4, let's say they hit the Facebook, they come from Facebook or Google or search or YouTube, they opt in, they see the video, they schedule the call, they show up for the call. Now there's another exit path. So between whatever you're selling and them actually signing the agreement and paying, there needs to be marketing contingency plans laid here. So like for a contract, you got to put deadlines, incentivize your contracts. So you need to have text message reminders, email reminders, voicemail reminders. All this can be set up on complete automation. And without these contingency plans, it's very hard to succeed with a funnel. So by leveraging marketing contingency plans, what you guys are going to be able to do is you're going to be able to optimize your funnel's conversion rates and key performance indicators. And if you can increase your funnel's conversion rates, you're going to increase your ROAS, which stands for return on ad spend. And if you can increase your ROAS, it will increase your revenue and profitability. Now, back in 2013, 2015, you could run funnels without any type of marketing automation contingency plans and still generate a positive ROAS, a positive return on ad spend. But in today's marketing landscape, it is nearly impossible to get a funnel profitable without leveraging marketing automation contingency plans. I mean, over the last 12 months, I've built 26 of these with my team, and all our big 8-figure clients, half of those funnels I wrote the copy for and did the entire structure, managed the media buyers and everything in between. And I can tell you right now, not one of those funnels, 8-figure or 7-figure, was launched without marketing contingency plans. And the reason why it wasn't launched is because it would have failed. It would have went from a 3x return on ad spend to a 1x to losing money return on ad spend if we didn't have it. So this is a very important part. A sales funnel is not a landing page. A sales funnel has the proper strategy, has the proper copywriters, dev team, and design, has a full stack, tech stack, and CRM, and has marketing contingency plans within it. That is what a true funnel is. So I know ClickFunnels advertise it's easy. This is what a real funnel is. This is the only way to make them successful. Now, if you don't know how to set all this up, you don't want to write all the copy, you don't want to build all the frameworks, you don't want to set all the triggers, you don't know about, prospect segmentation, and you'd rather leave this up to the pros, every single sales funnel that we build, this is included in it because it's the main thing that makes it successful. Without it, you can't be successful. So when we build funnels, we do all of this. We build the funnel, we do the strategy, we dev it, we design it, we do the copywriting. Then after we go through that, we set up the CRM, and then we deploy all these marketing automation contingency plans. We write all the copy, build it all out, set it all up to where it's completely functional. Now, let's talk about the 5th component here that is going to make a 6, 7, or 8-figure sales funnel. And what we're going to talk about here is step number 5, paid and organic traffic launch. Now, at this point in today's video, you have your strategy. You have your sales funnel hosted. You have a CRM set up and dialed in. You now have all of your marketing contingency plans built and live. You've tested them. They all work. But now guess what? You've got a killer front-end system, but you got no leads. So now you got to figure out an accountable, trackable, and measurable way to generate leads and sales. So what do most people do? Well, you go start doing some research. You end up on Google. You end up here. You end up there. You do a little due diligence on email outreach. You look into LinkedIn. You look into Facebook ads, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, and everything in between. But you don't know where to start. You hear some traffic strategies are great on this platform, some are here, but your offer's different and it gets all confusing. So then what do? You spend tens of thousands of dollars on courses. And finally, 90 days to 6 months later, you commit to one form of advertising. But deep down in the back of your mind, you feel uncertain by betting on yourself and putting up money because it really is difficult to build, scale, and manage ads, which you rightfully should, because you're not a media buyer. You're not qualified. You've never ran successful campaigns before. So even though you're learning all this stuff, you know you don't have experience in doing it, and that limiting belief in the back of your head prevents you from actually doing it. Now that you're months in, you have a better funnel than 90% of your competitors, but you also know that your funnel doesn't matter if you can't drive qualified prospects to it. And some of you that are watching this video right now, you're in this position. Like, trust me, I get it. I was here when I first started Luxvoni as well. But without understanding what's going on with your business and what your goals are, I can't solve that for you here. But here's what I do know with complete certainty. I don't know of one successful founder who has created their traffic strategy without outside counsel. I also don't know of one successful founder who is attempting to be their media buyer and run all their ads by themselves. A founder and a media buyer, they're two separate people. They have completely different personality facets, temperaments, and talents. They're not the same people. So, for example, if I was the full-time media buyer here at Luxvoni, we'd be completely bankrupt. I'm a founder. I'm not a media buyer. I'm not an analytical personality type. I'm not a data scientist. I don't have a PhD in data science. So why would I try to do something that I know I'm going to fail at? It's going to take me 5 years to develop the alchemy when I can just partner with somebody else who is a media buyer and who's already done it. So now what do? Well, if you have a smart marketing budget, just a small one, and you're smart with this marketing budget, you can find a media buyer or an agency to run your ads on pure performance to mitigate your risk. So for example, my head of media buying here at Luxvoni runs all of our campaigns based on pure performance. He takes 15% of our total monthly ad spend, and that's it. But it is based off performance. So it's not a massive retainer. I'm not paying him 10 grand a month. It's performance. Now I'm paying him way more than 10 grand a month, but I'm not saying I don't have to pay some stupid retainer every single month, right? And these exact same services is what we offer to our private clients, and we're one of the only sales funnel agencies in the US that are so confident in our ability to offer to work on pure performance basis for media buying for our clients. Like it takes, like you have to have competency. You have to know it's going to work if you're going to work on pure performance, because otherwise everybody just wastes their time. And what we do here at Luxvoni is we partner with nearly 70% of our clients as their media buying partners. And majority of the time, we work off pure performance as long as we've built their funnel and we have some type of really transparent marketing budget to work with. Like if you don't have $2,000, you're not going to be able to run ads. So if you're in that place and you're that low on funds, you're going to have to get creative and do some organic stuff. Unfortunately, organic is hard. It takes time to build. It's a long process. But if you have some type of budget, the odds are there is an agency out there that can accommodate you and help you as long as they have a vision, believe in you, you have potential, and they'll work with you on a pure performance basis. So like at Luxvoni, we have 6 full-time media buyers. And trust me when I tell you, like, we wouldn't offer this. We wouldn't manage $5 million in ad spend a month if we weren't really freaking good at it of working on performance. Now, every business is different. Some people, we can't do a pure performance deal. It just doesn't make sense. They don't have the right budget. They don't have the right offer. We have experience in seeing how the offers unfolds. So sometimes we can't do pure performance. It's some type of pure performance with a base to cover our hard cost or something like that. But at the end of the day, there are agencies out there just like us that will work with you and will accommodate you. Now, the final step of this process, very important step. And I was going to leave this step out of it, but I think it is very important to really getting the most out of your sales funnel. And that's step number 6, ongoing conversion rate optimization. Now, at this point, let's say you follow these steps all the way to the end. At this point, you have your strategy down on paper. You took your strategy. You got your whole funnel built. All the copywriting's done. The design, the development's done. It's hosted. It's live. Your CRM's dialed in. Your automation's live. You have a proven traffic strategy. We know what platforms we're going to do, how to retarget. Pixels are set up. Offline conversions are set up. You're ready to rock and roll. You got a media buyer to partner with you now who's going to work on pure performance. You're crushing it. Leads are flying in. Revenue is up. Cash is collected daily. And your profits are getting there and you're making money. But there's still one final step here. One very important step. Now, unfortunately, in today's marketing world, a set it and forget it model, it doesn't exist. I wish it did. It would make our jobs a hell of a lot easier. But unfortunately, every offer and every sales funnel has a half-life. Some offers, they run for 5 years, while other offers only have a 2-year run rate. And in order for you to stay ahead of the game so your ads, funnels, and offers don't fatigue, you've got to be constantly focusing on conversion rate optimization. But here's the good news. The cool thing about conversion rate optimization is the key performance indicators data and the screen recordings from prospects who actually clicked your ads and visited your funnel. They're going to provide you with actionable data that will enable you to improve your funnel's performance constantly if you can actually understand what the damn data means. Now, if you don't understand what the data means, it does you no good. But if you understand it and you have people that are professionals in CRO, you can make a lot of progress here. And by using this data and adjusting your ads and funnels accordingly based off what the data is actually telling you to do, you can increase your conversions, which will then increase your revenue, which will then increase your profit without spending a cent or a dime more on ad spend at all. That's why I'm so in love with CRO. So for example, our first funnel at Luxvoni converted around 1.5%. That was with a CRM, marketing contingency plans, and everything in between. Very sexy site, very aesthetic site. And this was a decent conversion rate for our industry. But what we were doing here is we were super successful with it. We could consistently generate a 4x return on our ad spend. So basically what would happen is we would spend $35,000 in ads. That would feed one sales rep. And that one sales rep would generate $160,000 a month in sales, which is pretty good numbers. But what we were able to do here is we were able to take all that data, make tweaks to our funnel over time, and within a month, our conversion rate went from 1.5 to 3.7, which legit translates into double the calls, double the amount of revenue, double the amount of cash collected, double the amount of prospects, double the amount of everything without spending a cent more. That's why this is so important. You have to continually improve your funnel. And for example, we have an e-commerce client that I mentioned earlier, Safe Life Defense. And we helped those guys go from $9 to $52 million a year. One of the first things that we did was focus on CRO, conversion rate optimization, because it's cause and effect. It was the quickest thing that we can improve to get the most amount of revenue through the door without doing a bunch of stuff and taking 6 months to do it, right? So that's what we did with them. We got their conversion rate from 0.5% to 1. And we did that in 45 days. We didn't spend any more money. And just by making that one improvement, their revenue doubled on the same ad spend. And this is why we're so adamant on providing ongoing optimization, conversion rate optimization, for all of our ad spend clients. We provide that with every single one of them. And the reason why we do that is, yes, it's very simple. You can just increase your ad spend dramatically, which will translate into more revenue. But CRO is going to allow you to generate more revenue without increasing your spend, which is optimal for the viability of your business over the long term. And by doing this month after month, we've seen some of our clients' conversion rates go from less than 1% all the way up to 5% within a year. That's just free money. That's free profit that you would have left on the table. So you have to constantly monitor this stuff. And if you don't have a data scientist, a team that specializes in CRO, eventually your ads are going to fatigue, your funnel's going to fatigue, everything's going to fatigue. It's going to work coming out of the gates, and then it's going to plateau, and you're going to have to be right back in the same position again, trying to figure it out. We're not a big fan of that. We want the data to tell us what to do, and the data gets us the result. Now, so far in today's video, we covered a lot of things. 6 steps. So every 6 step, this is what makes a funnel successful. This is what makes a 7 or 8 figure sales funnel. This is a real sales funnel. This is what a sales funnel consists of. Not just a page or a landing page. All these things are included. So step number 1, we talked about a data-backed sales funnel and traffic strategy. Step number 2, psychology-based copywriting, Photoshop design, and custom development. Step number 3, we talked about you have to have a customized CRM and tech stack. Step number 4, we talked about email marketing contingency plans. Step number 5, we talked about paid and organic traffic strategy, monitor, management, the whole 9 yards. And step number 6, now you got everything live, your ads are running, you've got to have CRO for ongoing conversion rate optimization. Now, I have absolute confidence that if you guys take the 6 steps that we covered in today's video, and you actually go implement these 6 components, you can make the success of your sales funnel, quite frankly, inevitable within probably 90 to 120 days. And if that were your only option, it would be a worthy option to pursue. But what if there was another option? Maybe an option that allowed you to leave these 6 steps up to the pros and shorten your learning curve. Maybe even an option that allowed you to hire us for a one-time fee to build your sales funnel, CRM, marketing automation contingency plans, and deliver all of this to you within 10 to 20 business days at a very affordable rate. And maybe even an option that allowed you to partner with us over the long haul after your sales funnel stack was delivered to you, that allowed you to partner with us on a pure performance basis as your personal media buyers. Now, my question to you is, if we were to offer you this exact same offer right now, would you find value in it? And if your answer is yes, here's our offer to you. The first piece of this offer, step number 1, we want to provide you with a free sales funnel strategy session. So what you can do is you can click the link below this video, fill out the short application, and schedule a call with a member of our team. On this call, we'll start the call by taking a deep dive into your business. We'll talk about your offer, your goals, and your ambitions. Once we have an understanding of your business, we'll then personally walk you through a sales funnel that's already doing 7 to 8 figures in your particular industry. And then once you understand what's actually working in your industry, we'll then craft a custom sales funnel and traffic strategy for you on this call. And then at the end of this call, we'll provide you with the development costs to build out this entire strategy from start to finish. And if you decide to partner with us on the call, we'll then move to stage 2. If not, you still got a killer strategy that you can go deploy into your business. Now, if you do partner with us, stage 2, this is what's going to happen. Onboarding, copywriting, design, and development. So the second step of this is you're going to fill out a short intake form, and we're going to onboard you into our state-of-the-art project management system, where we're going to legit dedicate 1 full-time copywriter to your project, 1 full-time project manager to your project, 1 full-time Photoshop and Figma designer to your project, and 1 full-time web developer to your project. We're going to then provide you with a live mock-up in Figma for your custom-built sales funnel, so you can review this and provide us with real-time feedback. Once we get through that process, you do have unlimited revisions. So you can do as many revisions, as many changes as you want, so we can make sure we exceed your expectations on all in. And once you approve the mock-up through the Figma file and you say, hey, we're ready to rock and roll on this, your developer is going to have this thing built in just a couple of days and fully functional for you. So once we get done with stage 2, we'll then move to stage 3. After your sales funnel is developed, live, and hosted, we're going to assign one of our CRM tech stack experts to your project, who are going to get familiar with you. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to jump on a call with you. They're going to understand your offer and your goals and what you're looking for a CRM. And then after that call, within days, not weeks, they're going to build you a fully functional, customized CRM for your sales funnel and business. And then once this step is completed, we're then going to move to step 4. And step 4 is real simple. After your funnel's done, your CRM's live, and you're ready to rock and roll, our tech team's going to roll in, and they're going to build out all of your marketing contingency plans for you. That consists of your pipelines, your text messages, your emails, everything. We're going to include all of that as a part of this process. And then step number 5, now your funnel's done, your CRM's ready, your marketing contingency plans are ready. Then at the end of this process, we're going to schedule a call with you directly with our head of media buying. And on this call, we're going to really talk about your profit margins, your budget, your desired goals, and see if we can accommodate you and help you get to those desired goals. And then once we understand all that, we're going to provide you with a traffic strategy for your actual funnel. And then we're going to implement that strategy for you on a pure performance basis, if possible, and provide you with ongoing CRO, so we can make sure the success of your sales funnel is inevitable and we can all win together. You win, I win, everybody wins. Now, the crazy part is we're going to do this entire process for you within 15 to 25 days. This is not going to be a 90-day to 6-month process like all these other agencies. This is going to be 15 to 25 days. Now, how can we do that? Well, we have a staff of over 50 people. That's the first thing we can do it. We're very systemized. We're very structured. We've done this for 7 years, and that's why we keep the clients that we have. Now, there is no other marketing agency that offers this. Like, you can go look around. There's nobody. We've already checked. Nobody can build this and actually deliver it. So here's our requirements for this offer. First requirement, you must have a business already. This offer is for businesses that are already running but want to run a lot faster. We do not work with beginners or get-rich-quick folks. So if that's you, this offer's not for you. The second requirement that we have here, we are wizards when it comes to internet marketing, but we can't perform any wizardry without a damn marketing budget. If you don't have at least $3 to $6K to invest in your business, we cannot help you. There's really nobody that can help you unless you go out there and do some organic stuff. You need budgets here. You need to be able to cover the cost of your funnel. I mean, a funnel like this, fully functional, our cost on something like this, our hard cost without making a cent is over $4,000. So it takes money to build great things. It just does. And it also takes money to cover your traffic. So, if you don't have $6,000 or $3,000 to $6,000 to invest in your business, it's very hard for us to do anything for you. The third requirement here is we don't work with unethical people. You must have a good product. You must have a good service. Your intentions must be pure. You have to be willing to serve people and build goodwill in your marketplace. And if you're not willing to do that, we will not work with you. And the fourth requirement here, the final one, the most important one to be frank with you, we are not marketers. We are marketers. We are not clinical psychologists, okay? So that's the big key here. You've got to trust us. You've got to follow directions. And if you're constantly second downing us and you're constantly second downing of yourself, none of this is ever going to make any money, period. We're not going to make a cent together. It's going to be a bad relationship, and it's not going to work. So if you meet all these requirements, schedule a call. If you don't meet all the requirements, do not schedule a call. There is no need to schedule a call. So we hope you enjoyed this little video. We hope you are in a better place than we originally found you. If you have any questions, feel free to email support@luxvoni.com or call or text 201-704-3410.